Hello, hello. Good morning and welcome to Thursday, the 19th of March. I'm just going to have to deal with the light obstruction here. I'm sort of in the middle, that'll have to do. How is everybody feeling? I really would like to talk to you directly and just say if you have been struggling in the last month, have had health issues, have felt especially empathic, have been questioning your faith, Pisces, they're awesome. I have a Pisces rising. I love it. However, it is a messy sign. All right. Think of, the difference between an alcoholic and somebody that is deeply spiritual. Both of those things are relevant. All right. But, I know that there are quite a few people that are having health struggles this month, especially with your feet. All right. Because Pisces rules the feet. And think about it. Pisces, Neptune, Mars is in Pisces, all right? So there's also inflammation and heat in your body, and this is also your lymphatic system. So a couple more days, guys. Let's just fingers crossed. Couple more days that all of those sort of health issues pass, or you can at least understand what is going on. All right, so today we have the new moon at 12:23. And then very quickly at 3:03, the moon will move into Aries. All right, so there is, we're still in that, we're 2 hours away, 4 hours away from the new moon. So we are in the darkest, quietest place. All right, this is where the seed is snuggled up underneath the dirt, nice and warm in Mother Gaia's arms, you know, making that maybe even just sort of coming around to the fact that I need to wake up soon. I don't know. It's just this, again, I've been talking about this quiet, contemplative, deeply spiritual place. And I was just in the kitchen and I was realizing that my YouTube mix has had personal Jesus on for the last month. And it's like, reach out and touch faith. And so, I'm just wondering also whether these issues that we're having and the questioning that we're doing is deepening our faith, or, like someone else I know, they're sort of taking a step back so that they can go within to strengthen their faith, but from within. A lot of the things that I'm sort of seeing is, actually, let's read the words, okay? So, never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. Stop and be sure what it is that you believe. This is a period of integrating the new awareness that may have been prickling through your thoughts. Tension comes from challenging old systems. This is the moment when the seed decides that, yes, I will break so I can grow into a version much mightier than who I am now. All right, so think of that oak, or just, any tree, any seed, like one tomato seed can produce millions in a good season, just one seed. All right, you think of a cherry tomato seed that is heavy, and we've had good rain and good sunshine, and there are just like thousands, which then create millions. So just that one thought, just that one belief that I can be something bigger than myself now, or mightier than myself. I don't know, and it is this spiritual perspective. I had an amazing reading with Kelly the other day, a human design one, and it's a fascinating subject. Too much for me to go into. I'm already drowning in astro, but it was just the most beautiful, spiritually clarifying thing. Like, I don't generally go and get readings because because I love them. I love getting them, but I don't do it often. And so to have one that was so poignant, it was just so perfect and clarifying and beautiful. So, maybe you are in that space where you need something to just clarify where you're going and who you are and what you believe, and just get you back on that path. All right, so Mercury retrograde, here we are looking back at our existence, and it's conjunct the North Node. All right, so again, we are reflecting on spiritual values that are going to help us get on that authentic path forward. All right, so, all right, let's have a look at, actually, before I continue, um, the new moon is at 28 of Pisces, like I said. So the Sabian symbol for that one is gorgeous. light breaking into many colors through a prism. And I guess when you look at yourself through that different light, and you can see all of these, multifaceted aspects of yourself. All right, so I think that's a really nice, and even with this light in the background, it's about seeing life in a different light. All right, and allowing those beautiful colors to shine through. All right, so now I'll have a look at the aspects for the day. All right, so like I said earlier, the new moon is at 12:23. That is Australian Eastern. It is 11:23 if you're in Queensland, and 9:23 if you're in WA. Don't know about South Australia. Sorry, guys. All right, so that is all right. So first we have the moon sun sextile. The sun has been sextile Uranus at 7 a.m. All right, so if you woke up with brilliant insights, or, I've been talking about the prickly nature, and it might just be the electrostatic charge, maybe like static electricity, that's Uranus. There's that sextile, which I've just been perceiving as very prickly and like pokey, pins and needlesy. I don't know, maybe you just have those intrusive thoughts. Obviously the ones that are giving you insight, not the ones that are telling you other negative things. Don't listen to those ones, they're idiots. All right, so sun sextile Uranus, starting a new moon off with these beautiful insights. I love that. All right, so 12 o'clock. The moon then sextiles Uranus, okay? So just before the new moon, we've got that extra charge of Uranus coming in, and just that, oh, look at that, there we go. All right, so that was at 12. Now at 6 p.m., after 2 o'clock, we have the moon starting to sextile Pluto. All right, so this might bring up some more clarity or truth. So from the insight, then we get more awareness. There's, Pluto coming up and saying, here is the truth. All right, so 6 p.m., the moon and sun will be conjunct Neptune. All right, but at that time, the moon will be in Aries. So here we have that spiritual warrior, the way of the peaceful warrior type of thing. Like I said in the beginning, never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak, because what we're doing now is this quiet, strong work. All right, this clarifying, strengthening, who are you and what is it that you want and believe. All right, so 6 p.m. Neptune, 10 p.m. moon conjunct Saturn. All right, so again, I just think, we're moving towards some insight that brings up truth and clarity, that then reinforces our beliefs, which then helps us move towards that consistency. So after the new moon, we're just continuing to move towards Saturn in Aries. And of course, Saturn in Aries is still trying to figure out, well, no, I'm not still trying. Saturn is wise and wisdom and authority, but in Aries, he is in a position that he's not quite comfortable with, because he doesn't have the luxury of strategizing away from the drama. All right, so I think Aries is, get in there and do it and blah, 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 blah. Let's just move forward. Whereas Saturn is way more like, no, let's strategize. Let's sit down and have a cuppa, maybe not a cuppa, but you know what I mean? Like he's sitting down in his boardroom and going, all right, what are all the options? When he's on the front line, those options are taken off the board. He is just using his wits to move forward. So here you are also using your wits and your instinct that comes from wisdom. All right, so you've done this shit before. All right, you know who you are, or it's becoming more relevant. Falling over, more relevant today. I don't know. I just feel like that is something nice. Now, another one that we did have, I don't know why I don't feel like it's so relevant, but Venus was square Jupiter at 2 a.m. I think that was more relevant yesterday when I was talking about the, Venus in Aries that wants to move forward and let go of all those old family beliefs that she had to be a good girl, or she had to be pretty, or she had to be compliant. She's in Aries now. She's wearing armor and going, shit. All right, so maybe that's just that, the realizations could be, okay, I'm letting that thing go. So it's where, you know, this period of integration, where this new awareness that's been prickling through your thoughts is starting to come through. And that challenge to the old system might be the tension that everybody in Aries is feeling, because it's like, just charge. And everyone's like, oh my God, am I ready? Am I capable? Am I strong enough? Of course you are. All right, you are here. You are where you are now, and you have been through enough to know that you can cope. So I think that's pretty much my summary. But you know, this water experience Saturday, guys. Saturday morning, all right. So 1:46 a.m. on Saturday is when the sun moves into Aries, and Mercury goes direct at 6:30 a.m. So we've got today and tomorrow, all right, and only until lunchtime that we've still got this, you know, prior to the new moon. After that, like after 3 o'clock, that seed would have cracked. All right, that seed's just opened. I mean, we know when we look in the sky after a new moon, and you can see that thin slither of hours old crescent moon. All right, so by the time we see that, you know, if you're lucky enough, you may see that tonight, but it'll be very close to the horizon. So you have to have a good view of the setting sun to see that new moon at this time. So if you can, amazing. Also, oh my God, exciting, guys. Yesterday morning we had some flares, so there is a potential for, thank you, there's a potential for aurora, all right, tonight. So if you have no cloud cover, then get outside and have a look at that too, potentially. All right, let me stop and see who's here, and let me go. Oh my gosh, look at everybody. Hello, Karen. Good morning, DG. Good morning, Mikkel. Guten Morgen, how are you? Yeah, Karen, totally exhausted. Swollen feet and sore joints. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pisces moon, yes, or it has been a doozy, isn't it? Good morning, Lauren. So nice to see you. I hope your baby is beautiful. Good morning, Christy. Oh my God, look at that. I don't know why I didn't tell everybody about swollen feet prior to this, but yeah, poor Mickey has had this as well. So this is why I sort of brought it up, because it came back. It started to heal and then it came back. So here's that continuing to rest. All right, it's only days to go, guys. It's days to go. Good morning, Susan. How are you? So beautiful to see you. Actually, I've been thinking about you too. So yeah, I don't know. It's such an interesting time, isn't it? It's so strong and weak at the same time, you know. So that's pretty much me, guys. Today I have a zucchini and walnut cake. Kath, I did say hello to your nana when I put it in the oven. Actually, Kath's not here, but she will be later. So your nana is now my kitchen nana. I'll have to see a photo of her so I can visualize her. Actually, what I did visualize was somebody had one of those waist aprons, but it was like curly hair. Like, I don't know whether, you know, in the old days they used to wear like a scarf, but it was curly. And I'm sort of going, no, that's my nana. But I think the nanas might be around the same age, so who knows? Who knows? All right. Yeah. Okay. Actually, one more thing before I go, because I'm at 13 minutes. Pluto. All right. Pluto. Now, I was telling you the other day that 8 degrees Pisces is reflective of Pluto and Scorpio energy. We've got this for a week. Now, poor Bumbles did pass away yesterday. I knew that it was not good, and yeah, he did pass away. So now I've got to watch the flock dynamic change, and it was the first day that the baby, which we think is a rooster, actually went into the coop. Interesting dynamics, farm drama, you know how it goes. But Pluto in the sky is in conjunct, all right? So there's that tension, adjustment required, conversations that need to be diplomatized? No, what's the word? There needs to be, oh my God, litigation. When you go and you sit at a table with people and you talk about to try and resolve. Anyway, there needs to be resolution between Pluto and Aquarius that wants to clear the way for your future to be better, and, you know, helping the community with the South Node, all right? That South Node in Virgo. Now, this is exact on the 16th of May. So we've got like March, April, May, 2 months, 8 weeks. So this is Pluto asking you to clear away these South Node things, which are health, all right? So it is emphasizing your well-being so that your future can be clearer. All right. So I don't know whether, you know, I mean, the nodes are going to be moving shortly. I do not know when that is. I'm sorry. It's this year. I know that. Maybe August. My brain is saying August. But anyway, Pluto, South Node. All right. So clearing away the debris, and it could even be opening up your future by stopping criticizing yourself. All right. So think Virgo. It is self care, natural medicine, service to yourself and others. But how can you transform your future by letting go of some of those things? So is it serving yourself first? Is it making sure that you are looking after your health first? Is it decluttering? Is it like, you know, just dealing with the inner critic? All right, so there's quite a few things, but because it's I've seen that the aspects starting to come in, and I hadn't really talked about or looked at it until the other day, and I went, this is actually more important than I've given it credit for. So in the next 8 weeks, we are going to be working towards that transformation and clearing, and that is definitely a layer underneath. All right, this is a very subconscious and hidden type of things, but I want to bring it into awareness. So I'll leave that there. And yeah, I'll click the button one more time. Hello, Sally. How are you? Mediate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Pluto needs to mediate with the South Node and come to an agreement about what are the things that we need to release that get on our head, like that really mess our head up. And releasing those are the things that are going to open our future. So, and decluttering, absolutely decluttering, such a good one. Yeah, yeah, don't get me started on decluttering. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, so I hope everyone has a fabulous day. Like I said, I'm going to go and deal with my zucchini and walnut cake. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. I will see you tomorrow. I am going to be home tomorrow. So yeah, take care, have a beautiful day, and mwah, you are all worthy and lovely.